Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel, and today is a collaboration related to Wednesday Addams. So I have a very small Wednesday Addams collection. I've got this little stuffy dolly, and then I have the Elwyn Wild Wednesday Addams, and then I have a customized Blythe Wednesday Addams that I customized. I'll show her in a little clip. I'm going to show her shelf up here that I've put together for her and Enid. And today's video is a collaboration again with Blythe Ramsden, J Dolls UK, and Dolls Rescued. So we all three adore Wednesday, and of course Netflix is going to be coming out again with the second season of her show. And so great time to collab and talk about her and make something super cool for her. A while back, Marna over at Dolls Rescue sent us all this pattern, and as part of this collab, she challenged us to use this pattern, in particular this right here, this little design, and make a Morticia Addams style dress for our Wednesday Addams doll. And we are all using Blythe dolls, so that means we're going to have to adapt this a bit because this is a Barbie pattern. I will show you a little bit of my process. It's not a tutorial. I actually struggle a little bit these days with these patterns for some reason. Back in the day, I used to use patterns all the time and make clothing for myself, and I don't know what happened, but now that I'm back to sewing and I'm trying to sew for dolls, these patterns like Simplicity, these mainstream patterns, I just cannot seem to understand the instructions half the time, so I kind of have to wing it a little bit. But anyway, let me show you my dolly shelf with my Wednesday Addams doll. Then I'll show you my thoughts on and my approach to this collab, and then of course the results. And don't forget that you're going to head over to their channels over on YouTube. I will have @ down below at each of their names there: Dolls Rescued, Blythe Ramsden, J Dolls UK, so you can see what they came up with. I know they're going to blow me out of the water, but I'm going to give it a go. Before I show you Wednesday all restyled in her Morticia Addams super cool outfit that I have created for her, I thought I'd just show you where she usually hangs out here. I have a shelf dedicated to her and her BFF, her reluctant BFF, I should say. It's sort of supposed to replicate the garret that they have in the television show. This is her little writing desk. I've shown this before if you've been on my channel at all. But yeah, here she is right now before I switch her up quite a bit. I will be doing quite a bit of changes to her. I'm definitely going to do something with her hair. I actually have a scalp that I might be putting on her if I have time and if I can find it in the chaos that is somehow taken over my dolly studio lately. But anyway, I thought I'd just show you real quick the two of them hanging out. Well, I have a massive amount of fabric because I had my own stash and then I inherited my mother-in-law's stash. I actually don't have a ton of black fabric. So originally I was thinking I was going to recycle this old camisole that I have that's black and it's got lace, and I thought maybe I could use it, you know, because there's lace here. But then I cut it out and it's just all black and boring without the lace when you just cut the black part out, and it's very flimsy. So I dug into my stash to see what I had that was black but would possibly still work with maybe some pattern to it. And I found this. I don't think I'm going to go with this. The flowers are too big. I really like this, and I really like the polka dots too. I'm really leaning towards this though. It's black with, I don't know what you would call that. It's like, I think it's showing up well on the camera. It's very dark, and I think it's a small enough pattern. This definitely would be small enough for 1/6 scale. This one I'm not 100% sure on, but I think it is. So I'm going back to square one. I'm going to cut it out again in this and go ahead and fray check everything before I continue. And maybe I can use some of the lace from this camisole to jazz it up. All right, so let's see how it goes. This is actually quite nice fabric. It's pretty thick cotton, which is something I typically like to work with. But we'll see. It has to have a little bit of drape to it because of this. Yeah, wish me luck. What do you guys think before I go in that direction? I'm just curious. Go ahead and comment. Which of these fabrics do you like the best for this Morticia dress I'm making or attempting to make for my Wednesday Addams Blythe doll? All right, guys, I'm in the throes of finishing up the Morticia dress for my Wednesday Addams. Please forgive my horrible fingernails. I need to give myself a manicure, but I'm busy sewing today, and I wanted to stop and show you this cute little shrug that I think is going to work out for me. I'm doing the off-the-shoulder dress that I showed you at the beginning of the video. There was much drama, but I think I have figured out how to make it work. And I wanted something to kind of cover her arms a little bit. And what I decided to do was make this shrug. This is, what I'm using here is some of that fabric left over from the slip, the camisole I showed you at the beginning of the video. It is a piece of fabric that is 8.5 by 2.5 inches long, and then I just folded it in half and stitched it together using a 1/4 inch seam, and then stopped here and then started back here. This is 2 inches right here. Turned it inside out, and it's like a little shrug, so it'll cover her arms. I might dangle some stuff from the ends, I don't know, but hang on to the end and I'll show you what this looks like. Hopefully it turns out okay, and we'll go with this dress that I'm almost finished with. Okay, guys, are you ready for the final reveal? I have to say I did get very frustrated during this collaboration, but I took a little break and then went back and persevered, and I ended up very happy with how it turned out. Look at this. Da, 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 da. So the bottom part is actually from the little slip camisole that I originally thought about using. I went with the printed fabric here, kind of a black on black sort of fabric. And then of course she's got the shrug on. I added some lace up here and some lace trim down here. She is wearing the 3D printed shoes that Marna sent me a while ago. And so she's all ready, and I think she looks amazing. Oh, and I did find out, so I did dig up the scalp that I had, the mohair scalp. I think I mentioned it in another part of this video. I don't remember. But I was going to change out her scalp. I found the scalp. Come to find out, I was I don't know what I was thinking. It was brown. It's a brown scalp, not a black scalp. And this girl's got to have black hair, okay? So I just took her braids out, and I just think it looks really nice like it is. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. You can see the whole thing. I'm not sure about keeping the shrug on or not. I may put a picture here of the shrug, of her with the shrug and her without the shrug. And you guys let me know in the comments what you think. Should I keep the shrug or not? But either way, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I added some lace trim here and some lace trim up here. I know that the rest of the gang are going to blow it out of the water, and I can't wait to see what they do. Make sure you head over to their channels. Like I said, I have the @ sign down below for each one of them so you can see what they came up with. And as usual, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. Have a wonderful Dolly day. Bye-bye.